Luam Goru na will get good system. Luchel and sit news some hotny get. Some sort of news some do I. Talk shawat duam. Get a ganitsu. Dr. Michael D'Angeli duam gum suayu. Nach suwa got some else duat. Got some else this peace plane. This Mike D'Angeli duet. Git Hayetsk noom. Simshian, Niska, Gitsan, Heisla, Haida, Taltan, Ada, Tzawit noom. Vancouver, Ada Terrace, they will dug some. And oich sit newsome, and oich sit wee, and oich sit newsome, gumgoth, walsome, gumgoth, wan, 6 nations, 7 nations, 7, and oich, Treaty 7, relax at a height in law is how we say your name in our language. At a Slagaugi, where is she at? She in here?
She's crying.
Suzanne, busy running around. In some Algach, our language, the language of the Tsimshian people. I'm very emotional right now, so I'm trying to keep my winkouts, keep my head, my brain. In some Algach, we speak from our God, our heart. And we just had beautiful ceremony here, honored by our hosts, Heitgenlo, Ada Suzanne, with beautiful gifts, honoring us for our words, our songs, dances, and time here, and we reciprocated those gifts. My names are Simsodam Newsom, Tau Shawat, and Dr. Michael D'Angeli. My husband, Gatsamils, Teeth Lane, Mike D'Angeli, and I have the honor of leading the Git Hayetsk. Git Hayetsk in our language means people of the copper shield, and we come from many different nations. Tsimshian, Niska, Haida, Heisla, Taltan, Tlingit, and Tsitzawit. Our traditional territories are, by their colonial names, Southeast Alaska, Northern British Columbia, and the majority of our dancers live in the beautiful and unceded territories of the Coast Salish people, the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh, known as Vancouver, BC, and we are coming from Terrace, the territory of my people, the Tsimshian. We are honored to be guests here in the territories of our Treaty 7 wilayas, our Treaty 7 relatives of many different nations who have allowed us the honor of sharing our songs and dances in their beautiful lands. And as is our protocol, we are going to share the histories of the songs before we share them and after we share them to ensure that this Adauch, our oral history, continues to stay integrally tied to these practices that we have the honor of carrying forward. So I'll turn it over to my Nachs so that he can share with you the history of the 2 songs.
It is a beautiful day, ladies and gentlemen. The very first song that you heard being sung is an old and ancient song that my family, the D'Angeli family, would sing when we traveled from the Nass River amongst our Niscot relatives to go to the Stikine River to visit my Tlingit relatives. We would sing this song so that our relatives would know that the Dangelis are coming. My late grandmother, Bassa, Louise Barton D'Angeli, placed this song on me and my Fluget, my young son, my son Nick, and said that we had permission to use this song as we see fit. This song we now use to let our relatives know that the Git Hayetsk are coming, that the Git Hayetsk are coming in a kind and gentle way. The second song we sang, because we are a canoe people, we metaphorically were backing in our canoes. Our dancers and singers were singing this song so that we were backing in as we did our introductions, so that we, as guests, are known to you all, known that who we come from and who our families are, that we come in a kind and gentle way. We are known as what's called a Noch dance group. Noch means beyond human power, and they are personified through our milk, our ceremonial beings, our masks, our drums, our rattles, our regalia. A little bit of housekeeping. It is okay to take pictures. It is okay to take video. For us, if you're going to upload it to any social media, please tag Mike D'Angeli or the Git Hayetsk dancers. We are 21st century people, just like all of you guys, and we love our social media. In fact, that's how our dear relatives at Creation Lodge were able to get a hold of us, is through social media and word of mouth. And that's how we get the word out there. We've had the awesome privilege of being able to travel all throughout Canada and the world and the United States just through word of mouth. So we really appreciate it when people post what they've shared and witnessed. That leads us up to the next song. As I said, we're a mask dancing group. We brought out as many masks as we could afford to in this journey, taking the great big giant planes out this way. But it means a lot to be able to share as much of our treasures with all of you as much as we can in this short amount of time. We have over 100 different masks and just as many songs, and it would take some time to share all of those properly. But we're very grateful for the time that we have, and we will share as much as we can with all of you here today. It's been really wonderful to be here the last few days and sharing our songs and dances with such an open and understanding and thankful and grateful, both reciprocating what we're sharing and what you guys share with us. So we're grateful for that. So it is okay to clap when it's appropriate. We are not in the big house, and we're here to share and educate. And so we're hoping we make our world just a little bit smaller. This next song we're going to be sharing with you, we received in trade through one of our dear Coast Salish relatives by the name of Sa'aplak, Bob Baker of the Squamish people. In this song, the Coast Salish, just like how it is with us in the north, use this being to get everybody's attention in the hall, to act as witness. For us, being a witness is one of the most important and most prestigious places to be within our feast hall and potlatch system. Because it's your job to watch, it's your job to listen and feel with your heart, to think about what was being shared, and then eventually share it again. So we ask you guys to be witnesses to Anacha'in in the Squamish language. In Somalia, we call it Sadumpti. And in English, it is the Thunderbird. You're going to see my Nox and our son dance the Thunderbirds. And they're using all the beautiful colors that Samagad Laha, the Creator, has gifted us. And we have names for every one of those colors. So we argue that that makes them traditional. This is Anacha'in Sadumpti, the Thunderbird. Just making sure that young one doesn't get stepped on. We're dancing on the floor down here. He's okay. Just make sure we keep the floor, the front part clear. And the system. and access them. We are going to